Hi, it's Pat Gillis here. And one of the things I always tell students whenever I get the chance to talk to them about horsemanship and things like that is to convince them that they can be great horsemen just by paying attention. And so can anybody, really. But if you spend enough time with horses, you end up sort of noticing what's normal for a particular horse all the time. And that becomes a really valuable thing. Like once you can, even if you don't know what to do about it, but you can go and tell somebody else that you've noticed something different about a horse, that's a hugely important thing, and don't underestimate it. So what we're going to do tonight is I'm just going to take you through my barn, or a little bit of our barn anyway, and kind of show you what I expect to see when I come into the barn. Okay, so let's go do that right now. Okay, so it's just about feeding time. So my expectation is that as soon as I walk through that door, everybody in the barn is going to remind me about this, that it's feeding time. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, that's pretty much what I expect to see. Okay, they're hungry. They'd like to tell me about it, and they want to remind me that it's almost 8 o'clock and they should be getting their last feed of the night. Now, I think they're a little afraid of the selfie stick because nobody's talking anymore. Usually there's a little bit more conversation than this, but anything that's different with horses, it kind of bothers them, right? So what I'm taking you down to right now is the last couple of horses in the top aisle. And the one who's looking at us right now without the head collar on, that's Sadie. Now, she's definitely afraid of the selfie stick. Sadie, it's just me, it's okay. Usually what Sadie would be doing right now is fighting with her friend Ben, and maybe even kicking the door a little bit because she's really, really hungry. So if she gets past the idea that I've got a selfie stick in my hand, it's okay, honey. She's a good girl. That's pretty funny. I didn't think she'd be afraid of that. That's pretty funny. This is why horses have survived for because they don't take any chances. If something's different, boy, they make note of it right away and they pay attention. Okay, those guys down there aren't worried about the selfie stick anymore. They're starting to act a little bit more like they should. Sadie, still not so much. Okay. Okay, so this is Sadie more in her natural state, fighting with her buddy while she's waiting to get fed. But the video clip that I want to show you is the one where she wasn't feeling very well. And the only reason that we caught it was because the students at Harrogate were walking up the aisle and they noticed that she wasn't hanging her head over the top of the stall door, kind of greeting people like she normally does. And so they took the time to stop and go and look a little bit closer. And what they found was that she wasn't feeling very well at all. If you look at this video clip, you can see how rapidly she's breathing. A horse at rest should only breathe about 8 to 12 times a minute. And you can see it's quite a bit higher rate than that. I mean, I think even a non-horse person could look at this horse and say she doesn't look very well, like that she seems distressed. We were able to give her some medication that day that prevented this from becoming a full-blown colic. But the only reason we were able to do that was because the students at Harrogate were paying attention. I was pretty proud of them that day. Honestly, half the battle when you're dealing with horses is just paying attention. I mean, it gets a little bit more complicated when you start looking maybe at their legs to see if there's lumps and bumps that don't belong, or subtler type of things, but there's so much that you can do even without a whole lot of experience, with just a little bit of knowledge that'll help you keep horses a lot safer. Anyway, if you're looking at this anywhere besides my blog, which is at ismyhorsehappy.com, head on over there, leave a comment, and enjoy your horse this week. Thanks. Talk to you soon.